siding with him from start to finish is Hughie, and he's going through an emotional wreck this season. With his mom returning. And then his father dying.
I mean, I don't know about you, but when his mom, like, when he said mom, I was like, wait, what? Yeah. Like, that 100% threw me for a loop.
But I mean, the fact that they gave his father the V, and he just he loses his shit, and he doesn't want to be. He brings up the story about not wanting to be like the hamster, and then eventually he turns out to become the hamster, just like how he describes it. And it's just so gruesome and dark and so emotional. I mean, I was shedding a tear for this scene. I really was. But
yeah, you gotta give it to Simon Pegg. Like I didn't, and I also love the fact that the show just builds on such a tension, because you don't want Huey to use the V, because you feel like it's gonna probably go bad. It never goes good. We're in the boys' universe. You doing something in a selfish way, because it's really for you. You know what I mean?
Right.
To try to keep that person around, because it's his own guilt for not picking up the phone the last time that his dad called him.
Right.
You know, and so he carries that, and it's like, oh, I've got to do it. And then the fact that he finally made the choice, I'm not gonna do it. And then his mom goes and does it anyway.
Right.
Was crazy.
Which takes the power out of his hands from making him feel guilty by it. Now he can blame it on his mother, who he doesn't even like anyways.
Yeah. Well, I think they had a good arc. You know, by the end, I think he finally accepted her back in. The fact that when his dad forgot about who they were and was when he saw her, it was like, oh wait, he's in the past. He's thinking about how he felt originally with the mom.
Right.
He was ready to take her out, and Huey actually protected
rightfully
her.
so too. Fuck that bitch.
Yeah, I agree.
Today's video sponsor is Delilah Bernstein, who is crowdfunding for her project, Bud. Let's take a look at the trailer now.
Have you ever wondered how you want to be preserved when you die? Whether it's something traditional like burial or cremation, or perhaps something unconventional like being turned into weed? Welcome to the world of Bud. Hi, my name is Dahlia Bernstein, and I am the writer and creator of Bud.
Hi everyone, my name is Zach Miller, and I am producer and owner of Six Shooter Shorts, and I'm happy to work with Dahlia on her project, Bud.
Bud is a dark stoner comedy revolving around 4 friends: Bud, Steph, Matt, and Lana. All of which are stoners except for Lana, taking part in their daily tradition, smoking weed in Bud's childhood basement. One night during a weed-infused philosophical conversation about life, death, and Mr. Bean, Bud reveals that he wants to be cremated and turned into weed upon his death. The 3 friends laugh it off, not taking it seriously, but when Bud unexpectedly dies a couple days later, Steph, Matt, and Lana are faced with the challenge of fulfilling his final wish, turning Bud into, well, Bud. Will they get caught? Will the friendship survive without Bud? Are they seriously gonna smoke this guy's ashes? We'll see. This story is really important to me because there are not many stoner films that are written by or feature women. Besides Abby Jacobson and Alana Glazer, no other female comes to mind. Female representation is important in this genre because, spoiler alert, we also enjoy getting high. I also find that a lot of stoner films are very surface level and lack depth because of the subject matter at hand. While Bud provides laughter and irony, the major themes are love and loss. It revolves around those intimate moments we share with those we choose to let in, and the constant reminder that life is fleeting. We would do bizarre, unimaginable things for the ones we love, and we could only hope that they love us enough to do the same.
When I first read the script to Bud, I was honestly super impressed with how sharp the dialogue was. Dahlia really has a lot of creative thought with just how can we make this story really original compared to other stoner flicks and other short films of that nature. And I think the best parts of this entire script are straight from the dialogue and how she can really mold a character into somebody who is so humorous, so believable, and so authentic to what the story deserves it to be. I really love her spirit that she brings to it, and all of the prep work that we've been putting together so far has been super exciting, and we have a great crew, a great cast so far attached. We're really excited to get this off the ground, so any help, any sharing, any donations you guys can do will only make this project come closer to life.
We're looking to raise $12,500 to account for funds such as cast and crew payment, camera and equipment rentals, meals, transportation, and so much more. We also have some fun perks in store, such as your own copy of the script, special thanks in the credits, your own homemade knit scarf or hat created by yours truly, and to hear the story of my worst weed experience. What more could you want? We also fully understand that not everyone is going to be able to contribute financially, which is totally understandable. So even as something as simple as following along via our Instagram, which is @bud.shortfilm, or sharing our campaign is equally appreciated. Word of mouth is equally important, and we want people to be psyched for this film. Thank you so much for tuning in. We love and appreciate every single one of you, and we can't wait to share what's next. Thank you.
If you'd like to support this project, please feel free to click the link for the campaign in the description box below.
But I think prior to that, they already came to that kind of end of the arc where he understood when she started explaining what, depression was. And they really stuck it hard, as in she almost committed suicide.
Yeah.
So then it gave her a little bit more of an understanding of like, okay, I could feel sympathetic now that I know the whole picture. Because as a kid, you don't know. You just know your mom pretty much left. And you just know what your father went through by going through that trauma.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that they actually had that moment. It really was strong. And like, even I felt like, all right, I'll let her slide. It's fine. And then, of course, they had that moment where they were over the bed and they said their goodbyes. Oh my God.
It came full circle. I feel like it was handled flawlessly. I mean, it wasn't, they didn't coddle us in a way where it was just like, oh yeah, he's gonna be fine, everything's gonna work out. But at the same time, they did give them at least those moments, like when he first gets the V and feels better, and then the way they button it at the end.
Yeah.
But of course, in the middle, you gotta have all the boys' mayhem.
Oh yeah, of course.
A lot of people gotta die.
Yeah.
I mean, when he freaking phased in the middle of the bed and just like destroyed just like inside.
Yeah. That was so cool.
Yeah, wild.
And of course, typical after he's hitting on the nurse.
Hey, let me take you to dinner. I'm a nice guy. I promise.
What's happening to me?
Yeah.
So it was perfect.
Yeah.